other advocates, just as Bill Gross was talking nationalization, others who say, listen, turn this over to a private market. Nobody provides the kind of support the federal government does in the United States when you look at other countries around the world. What about that? A fully private market? Is that even a possibility given the support the government's providing right now?
Well, look, Peter, I think we've seen that when you go through a crisis like this, you need to be able to have tools available that ensure that housing finance continues to be available. And what we see the GSEs, FHA doing right now is providing that kind of support. The real question is, what's the right way to do that? Is it something, what's the right size of the footprint, all of the details. This is not a debate, as you know, that lends itself to simple privatization versus nationalization kinds of debates. These can't be about slogans. This is going to be about real, thoughtful, detailed proposals that get at all the difficult and complicated issues that surround this. When you hear folks be honest about this, they say, look, this is not an easy problem. It's not something we're going to solve overnight. We have to be thoughtful about it. And let's be clear as well. The GSEs today are making safe loans. With them in conservatorship, we have made sure that the new loans they're making protect the American taxpayer, and that is key to allow us the space to have a full and open dialogue about this and get to the right solution.
Has that pendulum swung too far the other way? Are Americans who are deserving of getting into their first home perhaps not getting that opportunity?
Look, we continue to see through the GSEs, but particularly through FHA, access for first-time home buyers. We think we have struck the right balance between access and responsible, safe lending.
Let me ask you one final question. I know you got to get inside. There are some who will suggest that the administration comes into this with a premise that getting Americans into homes is still the best idea possible when renting remains an option. One of our problems with the crisis originally was that too many people were being pushed into homes they couldn't afford. Why isn't more rental an option?
Well, Peter, I don't want to scoop myself in my opening remarks, but one of the things you'll hear me talk about is having a more balanced housing policy. I think it's clear that for too long our national housing policy has been about ownership to the exclusion of rental. Ownership will continue to be incredibly important to American families, but we have to make sure that we have a balanced national housing policy, and that includes rental housing.
Mr. Secretary, enjoy yourself in that summit. Thank you for the time. We appreciate you joining us.
Of course.